Hello everybody and welcome to this episode of Let's Build Newcrest. This is part 12 and gosh, I can't believe it's been this many episodes already. This project has been so much fun and today we're just filling in the second to last family. Doing a little bit of terrain paints on the lot here before we start. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start adding some rooms, and this design is just based off of some random image I found on Google image search, so there's nothing that's I don't know if there's anything really that special about this. As usual, for me lately, only the ground floor is really paid attention to because I just saw a fly in here. Yeah, I saw one. Oh, it's by the window. He sees it. Mm-hmm. We're being infested. If it's not bees, it's flies. I don't know why, but all of the bugs get really, really bad in September. This year it's been not all the bugs, but like the flying ones. Just gotta kind of it might have flown down, I don't know. I'll keep an eye out for it. I know, I just saw it. Do you see it, Stanky? There's always something happening. Oh, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the microphone. My mom's looking through the curtains, trying to see if she can find it. My dog's kind of all excited because, I don't know, I think he saw something outside her. Either that or he saw the fly. Seems like I heard it. But I think I'll probably see it again. Yeah, it might fly past soon enough. Anyway, I always do a couple of takes of this sort of thing for this very reason. I don't know. I'll probably leave this one in here because that's something vaguely interesting that happens. Little bits of life. Going on behind the scenes. Oh, while this house is being built, it's really hard to stay on the topic of the house without just repeating everything that I'm doing. I find that the people that I really enjoy watching the most on YouTube, who do this type of buildy, relaxy sort of thing, I find that I really enjoy it when they talk about other things besides what's going on in front of them, because I like to tune in to listen to, like, Northern Lion, for example. A lot of times he's really great if you want to try to get to sleep. And I think I talked about this before last time, but yeah. He'll just talk about bands or something. It's been a while. I should probably check in on his channel again. That's the thing I really love about certain YouTubers. They have certain things that you get from them, and you know that if you go to that channel, that is the thing that you can get. I guess it's kind of like a restaurant that way. You go to McDonald's, you get burger and fries. You go to Pizza Hut, you get the little breadstick thingies. Oh, she sees it. Oh, God. I'm looking at the window right now and I'm covering my mouth with my blanket, so excuse me if I'm a bit muffled. I don't want to breathe in that stuff. I mean, this room is pretty big. Ceiling's pretty high, but still, it's kind of a noxious chemical. Oh, it's just flying in that curtain, behind the curtain there. Just going up and down. I don't see it now. It'll probably be okay. Hopefully. I'm always a bit nervous when there are flying insects in here. I've probably mentioned this before, but I really hate flying insects, pretty much of all kinds. Not that I'm a huge fan of any bug, but buzzy bugs especially. I mean, mosquitoes are one thing because you can kind of swat them away, same with gnats, but flies, especially bees, ugh, you guys know about the bees. They really scare me. Yeah, they kind of freak me out. I can't explain what it is exactly, except that I think they are disease incarnate. I'm always afraid that they're gonna touch me. And I'm kind of that way with butterflies too. I know, as weird as it sounds. I'm afraid with butterflies that they'll land on me, and yeah. I like, what if I hurt it? Oh yeah, it's pretty, but what if I damage it? Then I'm a butterfly killer. God, can't be a butterfly killer. That's like... That's like... I don't know, that's bad. I don't wanna hurt a butterfly. Anyway, I think that fly should be dead pretty soon. I don't even know how they get in. Or why they want to come in. They just like zoop. They're inside. And they always fly towards the windows. It's funny, so sometimes they'll just like butt up against the window like, why can't I go through this? Try to fly over there. Bugs are funny. I mean, like if you get over the whole gross factor. That's the thing, like spiders, not as afraid of spiders. I don't like them. I'm not a huge fan of any bug. But at least they kind of stay over there. For the most part, if they stay over there, they leave you alone. They're not in your face, like trying to go after your favorite dessert or something. I had a lot of trouble with this wall, with this freeze in particular. It just kept on wanting to delete. That was a problem. That was a problem. But I got it in the end. This is like the third time that I've started recording this, which is, I don't know, about average. I usually have a couple starts with recording things. Just, maybe as I get better at things, I won't later on, but Usually like the first recording or so, that's my flub recording where I get things that have been on my mind all day off my mind. And then the next of it, I'm better and I feel more free to talk about everything else that's going on, because I feel like, okay, said that. That's been settled. It gets deleted. Then, you know, we're on to the next thing. I'm amazed at how long it takes just to decorate one floor of a house. Now this video in total is only half as long as the one before. But yeah, it's a smaller room, smaller amount of space. And one of the things that I did that's kind of annoying is that I started recording this morning for the building the restaurant part that's coming up. And then when I'm all finished building everything and putting it in place, then I realized that I never hit the record button. Like, oh, but it's okay because I've got some footage of just flying around there. I don't know how it's going to look sped up, but there you have it. And you may notice that there's a lot of loading screens in here and stuff like that. You might go, why haven't you cut that out? It has to do with the program I use doesn't like it when there's too many things going on with things. And speeding something up, that just takes a lot of the program's brain juice. So can't really do that. So if you want to like cut clips, you're gonna get some errors and stuff like that. I use KDone Live. It's free, but it's kind of a temperamental little program. I mean, it's okay. It's what I need. It does just about what I need it to, and that's all you can ask. It's better than Windows Movie Maker. Infinitely better. If this one has trouble keeping up sometimes, Windows Movie Maker just... it did not like me. It had... I think it had a vendetta against me. Windows Movie Maker. It crashes all the time. It would take forever and a day to just get something loaded. But not a happy time. This program also makes a lot of sense to me. Certain other things like what was the other one that's used a lot that a lot of people talk about? Is it shots or something? I don't know. There was this one that is supposedly used by professionals and things like that, but it just wasn't exactly intuitive. I'm sure I could pick it up if I wanted to, but this program has an interface I can live with. I'm not even sure what that program's name is. It's gonna bug me. See, there's probably still a folder that's named somewhere around here. What was it called? Delete the empty folder. called? Yeah, I don't know what it was called. It was Light Shot or something like that. Seems like Lightworks. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh well. It's not that big of a deal anyway. That's what I always say when I can't remember. It's like, it probably wasn't important. It's kind of like sour grapes just to make myself feel better for wasting a minute of everybody's time. Sorry, you guys. Sorry. Should have some different new music that I'm trying out today. I figured that the jazz and the build mode got a little bit old. It's still good old Kevin MacLeod. I should be able to pronounce it. Anyway, Incompetech. It's the company. There's also these like little hangnails that are really bugging me. Lots of little things bug me. This house, it's kind of a Victorian type of house, a Queen Anne, I think it's called. I'm not quite sure if that's what it is. I'm not an architect. I don't know. It's just a thing what looked kind of interesting and I wanted to try it. It's just about as deep as it goes. Like, well, that looks like it could kind of fit in with the rest of this town, so let's chuck that in there. So far it seems to work. You know, as long as I add like some bushes, some hedges to the outside and some scraggly trees, just call it good. Well, that's all it takes. Look, it matches. It matches. Matches everywhere else. Yeah, I don't think I've really paid super duper close attention to what I've been building since, I don't know, Sunday when I was trying to do that Nancy Drew thing. And yeah, there's also it's amazing the little knickknacks that are in there that you never notice and then you just forget about them as soon as you find them. That's what happens with me. Because several times, like, I found this little globe in there. I was like, oh my gosh, a globe. You know where that can go? That can go on Nancy's dresser for, you know, the Nancy Drew thing. Oh my gosh, that would be so cool. And I'll probably forget about it. Like, what was I doing again? I know, like, switching between programs for me is the same effect as walking into one room and then totally forgetting why you're there. It just happens to me with programs. It's like, okay, what was I doing? Why did I open this? I sat through a loading screen, actually several loading screens to get here, but now I don't remember what I wanted to do. Hate it when that happens. Or maybe it just happens to me. Another thing I like about having several tries is because I'm usually more relaxed on subsequent tries, less less focused on making things perfect. Because I get really nervous whenever I turn the microphone on. It might not look like it, but, well, not that you can see me. That would be really weird if you could see me, because there's no face cam in this video. But, yeah. So you've got to try to relax and get into things and just find your comfort zone. Which for me is just talking about stuff that's totally unrelated for whatever reason. I don't know. I don't think I could make things interesting by just reporting what's happening on screen. I figure, you guys can kind of see it. Like, if you want to know what's happening there, you'll look. But yeah, we're pretty close to finishing this house. And yeah, I'm just doing a few finishing touches on the roof, making sure that everything is lined up, and just in the right spot. So this is the point where I go on and make the last character, really, that I'm going to make for this series. This is Kerwin Derleth. I know, it's a bad name. I've run out of names a long time ago. I usually have a reason. Believe me, the names aren't random that I pick for the most part. They have something to do with what all is going on. But yeah, which is another reason why I'm such a control freak about things, because I've always got names that are very specific, and they go with other names, and I've got a plan. I've got a plan going on in my noggin. It might not look like it or sound like it, but I've got a plan. And as can be expected, Kerwin wears like this kind of Victorian/Edwardian dress. I wish they had like a big hat. A big hat with like a bunch of feathers on it, just so she could kind of complete the look. And like a little handbag. She kind of looks like a young version of that grandma on Looney Tunes, the Granny. It's always around Tweety Bird. She's our bartender type person. So I went around trying to make sure that the makeup was applied in all the categories. And then I went around and put that outfit back on her. That same outfit. Again, not really up for being super creative at this point, because I just want to get into the story. Get into the plaything. I'm so excited about that. I'll still be doing other builds and that sort of thing. Another reason why videos have been coming out very sporadically lately is because I've been trying to create a little website to put all these stories. And another thing that I'm interested in, and you guys will have to let me know, is if I've been wondering if I should make some kind of video with these sorts of things. You guys will have to let me know. Not that anybody ever answers my questions. Here. But yeah, there's a lot of backstory for many of the characters, or at least some of them. So I'm also thinking about like how I'm going to structure the stories, because the little prologue type of story before the progenitor gets here and just decides to go through the town and propagate with all the townsfolk. I think that they'll... I wanted to do that one girl's outfit that Wilma wears, but it's got the little man boobs, and I can't do it with man boobs. I'd feel horrible about making a waiter wear that, even though it could be just, it's not gonna go. It's not gonna do it. It doesn't agree to it. Yeah, because I was thinking about how each section of story could be segregated into these days, but a day wouldn't actually be the length of a day. It would be just a chunk of story, like a chapter, except the chapter jumps all around and, you know, becomes all different. Why do things have to go in chronological order anyway? This is wobbly mizzen mast. And yeah, we're getting super close to the end. We're about 5 minutes away from that. My dog's sitting right at my feet. How are you, Sundance? Are you a good boy? I want to pet you, but I can't reach you. I love you. I'll just wave at you. So I was just picking out a few beneficial traits, and then I decided to make it an earthquake. That's clever. Oh, you might notice a little black bar at the bottom. I'm really sorry about that. It's just where my taskbar would normally be. Leave it. What's normal now? It's where I do the little tour, and I'll have to be much slower looking around if I ever do this again. Some parts it's pretty good. Other parts I'm like, how do I know I'm not going way too slow? I think I should just keep the mouse in the same spot for the most part. So right now you're just going through rooms and you can't really see any of it. Yeah, this is kind of dizzying. Anyway, I spent about half an hour playing around with the restaurants. It's not as fun, I don't think, as the general store is. But, you know, whatever. And, yeah, you just go around, you introduce yourself, you say, hey, how are you? Do you want to sit? And that's what you do. I really like how this looks. It's a very cozy little room. And that's kind of how I designed it, to be extremely cozy. Just kind of rustic, very warm place. Like you feel like you could sit down and just talk with somebody else for hours and hours and hours over a glass of nectar. How are you guys? Welcome. Welcome to the wobbly mizzen mast. I don't know, I saw the word mizzen mast because I was looking at these diagrams of ships, and I just thought, you know, that's gotta be the name of the tavern. That's it. You know? So some words you just see and you're like, that is it. Missing mast is one of those words. Just taking a look at the different sims, which is really hard to see because it goes so fast. It goes so fast. Slow down. Slow down. You're moving too fast. And it's really nice to see a lot of, oh gosh, a lot of the old people. Thank you guys so much for watching and have an awesome day. I'll see you next time.